Hello, once again, everyone. I'm your host, Ray Shasho. Welcome to another edition of Interviewing the Legends, brought to you by the Rockstar Chronicles, Series 1, my new book, featuring over 45 intimate conversations with the greatest music legends the world will ever know. Available now at bookbaby.com and amazon.com. Ross the Boss is a guitarist known as a founding member of both the punk band The Dictators and the heavy metal band Manowar. Death Dealer began as an online collaboration, but quickly gelled into a supergroup. The band toured the world for their two albums, 2013 Warmaster and in 2015 Hallowed Ground. On January 18th, 2017, Ross was inducted into the Hall of Heavy Metal History for his contributions to speed metal while in Manowar. Ross's latest effort, Born of Fire, is which arrived a few years after their chart-breaking 2018 effort, By Blood Sworn. While Ross the Boss used this time for extensive touring, they still found time to build their latest epics, which undoubtedly excited their fans worldwide. Born of Fire is pounding, yet fresher and heavier out of the speakers than before, without foregoing any of the typical Ross the Boss trademarks. And Ross's future plans are simple: touring hard, doing well, and just continue doing what we're doing. I think the record will speak for itself, and the future will be golden for this band. Please welcome monster guitarist and founding member of both the punk band The Dictators, heavy metal band Manowar, and Death Dealer Ross the Boss to Interviewing the Legends. Hey, man.
Hey, what's happening, Ray? Thank you for having me here. It's a great honor.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. You know, it's so hard doing intros and writing up about the guys that, you know, belong to so many different bands.
Yeah. Basically that's what it's come to. I mean, in order to make a living, I'm lucky enough to have the Dictators as a touring band.
Yep.
And, Ross the Boss band and Death Dealer. All bands are capable of making money. So why not do it? Why not do it? Keep playing, keep busy, and for me, it just keeps my musical, switching genres up in a little bit, keeps me refreshed and rejuvenated for constant touring, which we haven't been able to do these past 2 years plus, 2+ years. And, we're all gearing up I'm gearing up for a tour in April, starting in Barcelona, 36 shows and festivals. And hopefully everything can get back to normal. But now we have this new thing going on and in Ukraine, and we're just, everybody's just, it's just unbelievable. But we're hoping for the best.
It's crazy, man. It's been very tough for the music industry. It really has, Well,
it's on life support. I can tell you that.
Exactly. Well, your latest album is great, Born of Fire.
Thank you.
I love it. I said it was lyrically barbaric but astounding, a combo of explosive vocals and masterful guitar combustion. And that's what I thought.
Well, my rhythm section is actually unbelievably great as well, and the whole band is amazing. We worked so hard on that record, and it was like AFM gave me a deadline for a March 6, 2020 release. And we busted our asses to get that record done perfect, with the production and Steve Lieberman mixing it, amazing, totally state of the art, metal sounds, the best we could get, and then the shit show hit. So, but I'm not leaving that record. I'm not. We're touring on this record. These songs deserve to be played. The people need to hear us play a lot of their songs, and it's exciting. I'm still excited by it.
Oh yeah.
And everyone goes, make a new record. Everyone goes, make a new record. You know what? You make a new record. Make a new record. What do you think? People think, well, that just artists, we're just we just vomit out these records, seriously.
Yeah.
They think, people, we'll do another record. Oh, okay, great. All right. First of all, it's a major expense.
Right.
And it's not like that we're lazy, but this record deserves to be played, and I want the band to go to a regular cycle, back on a regular cycle to create new music. You can't, it's just like we went from creating all this new music. Now what? More? Let us grow. Let the record grow. Let the songs grow. Let the band's legacy grow. I'm just going to forget that these 2 years even fucking happened. Excuse me my language.
Oh, it's all right. Well, it's challenging too because of the the pandemic. Because are all the musicians, are they healthy? Where are you guys going to do the recording? Are you going to be in a studio? Are you going to send tapes back and forth? MP3s or MP4s or whatever. It's tough.
When we made the record, we had Steve came. We recorded in New Jersey.
Right.
My friend Steve, we did the live tracks. I mean, it was great. There would have been no problem. I mean, with the pandemic, we still could have done it, but we did it that way to get the feel, to get the live feel, and it came out fantastic. And that's what we'll continue to do. But now we're going to go out and play some of these songs on stage.
Oh yeah, and loud. These songs have to be played loud.
Oh yeah.
And I turned it up, man, when I reviewed the album.
Yeah, it sounds great. The record, it really. Yeah.
Between you and Mark, man, I mean, your guitar playing is amazing. I don't know how you play so fast. Like I play some guitar, but I'm just amazed, listening to you play. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, as far as fast goes, I mean, I'm not like particularly known in the genre of fast. I'm kind of like known. I'm like the BB King of heavy metal.
Really?
Really? You wouldn't think that, but I mean. I think that if a solo needs 5 notes, I do 5 notes. Solo needs 10,000 notes, I do 10,000 notes or 1,000 notes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I think whatever the song needs is the most important thing in music. That's it. The song is number one. The singer, the song, and whatever that song needs, it gets from me. And not one note more or one note less. Right. That's the way I work.
Well, it's definitely high intensity, high energy, very, it's an aggressive metal album. It's great, Yeah. Mark, if Ian Gillan ever decided to step down from Deep Purple, he'd fit right in. He's got that vocal range, doesn't he? He's got
a tremendous voice. I mean, his range is, and his style, he could change up. He changes up styles. He goes from that brutal, he can go brutal, and then he can go super melodic, super power metal melodic. And so he's very, very versatile singer, and it's all over the record. You can hear him. I mean, and it's, he delivers every single night live. I mean, I never saw a singer more durable in my life. Mark Lopes. I mean, he keeps himself in shape. I mean, when he's on the road, his regimen, his warm-up regimen, his hydration. I mean, the guy, you got to be in really good shape as a singer to sing 90 minutes a night like the way we have to. And, we're not just doing one show every week. This is going to be, in order for us to do the tour, we're going to be on the bus with 2 other bands. We're the headliner, and hopefully we get bigger. I mean, and then the next time it'll make it, it'll be a little bigger, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's a great situation. We're looking forward to it. We're not complaining. I'm not complaining. I can't wait to go, but, Mark is the guy. That's the secret is Mark. Because if you can't sing, you're only as good as your singer. If you can't really sing at top notch, at top energy, you're done. Yeah, you're done. Because people listen to the song. People listen to the singer first.
Oh yeah. It's amazing how he hits those high notes, you know? I don't
It's,
see how he does it.
yeah, well, I've witnessed it a lot, you know. I witnessed it at night, and we don't let each other down, you know. And he's something else, man. I'll tell you.
The other guys I kind of admire the way they sing is of course Brian Johnson. You know, I don't know how he's done it all these years, and of course Dio as well. You know,
Ronnie. I knew Ronnie. He was Ronnie introduced me to Joey DeMeo. Because I was on tour with a French band called Shaken Street after the Dictators took a hiatus, right? Mm-hmm. And so my manager, Sandy Perlman, found Shaken Street in Paris, and, you know, Fabienne, the girl singer, seduced him into managing. She was absolutely gorgeous. Into managing Shaken Street, and she goes, "My guitar player, I need a guitar player. My guitar player sold his guitar for heroin."
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's really desperate.
Right. Story. And Sandy Perlman, who's a genius, goes, "I have a guitar player for you. He's waiting for your call." So I get a call from Sandy. They said, "They want you in Paris." And who's they? You know, if they want you in Paris. And the next day I was in Paris, and I played like 5 seconds at the University of Paris at the practice place. You're in the band. You want to join? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was in Shaken Street, and the next thing I knew, we were in England supporting Black Sabbath on the Heaven and Hell tour.
Very
and
cool.
It was Dio's first tour with them.
Yeah.
And Ronnie goes, after a sound check, he goes, "You know, you're a really amazing guitar player. I have my friend on the road. He's helping with the crew. Mm-hmm. His name is Joey. You should go meet him. He plays bass." I go, "Okay, Mr. Dio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Dio." Whatever you say. You know, I put the guitar down, getting ready for the Doors. Were like in an hour.
Right.
So I had some time and went over and, you know, I met Joey, and we started talking, blah, 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 blah. And then we had mutual love, the same things in music. We like Cream and Black Sabbath and heavy metal, power trios, Grand Funk, Mountain. We had similar taste in music that we wanted. And I said, "I'm looking to do something bigger and really big and powerful." And he goes, "Me too." So you want to make a band? And he goes, "Yeah." So I said, and then we started jamming in Black Sabbath's dressing room when they were on stage.
Wow.
Using their practice gear.
How cool is
and
that?
So by the end of the tour, you know, we made the plans to form a band, and little did we know it was going to be called Manowar. And to this day, you know, that's how it started.
You could play with any band, you know that.
You know, it's called. It's because my foundation of music was pretty big. I played piano and violin, but then when growing up, and then my love in music is blues music. So, and if you can play blues and rock and roll, you can play anything.
Yep.
You know, so that's why I keep telling youngsters and kids that if they want to play, you got to start at the beginning of music. You know, you just can't jump in the musical alphabet with Van Halen,
right?
Because Van Halen started with blues. Eddie, you know, we all started at the same time, and you know, blues is the secret. Angus Young knows it. Tony Iommi knows it. You know, Peter Green knew it. Everybody knew it. Frampton knows it. Santana. Everybody, all the greats knew. You know, started in the same spot. Yeah. You know, and so that's basically why I can play anything.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Well, it's like on the singer's side, a lot of the singers started out in church. You know.
Yep.
Ian Gillan started out in church. A lot of them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's right. And soul music, they all know, the truly great singers all know Motown. They all know the acts. They all know the great singers. They all know where it all came from. That's you know.
Yeah.
And it's just you got to say so. You know. Yeah. You got to credit the legends that we grew up with. Right. You know, the stylists, the sing, you know, the greats of the day, and Otis Redding, you know, you got, you know, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. These guys, they're mortals as far as I'm concerned. I listen to the blues stuff every day. And I listen to classical music too. And, you know, that's what spurs the music. Yeah. You know, So that's
the album. I'm going to mention some tracks here.
Go ahead.
Fight the Fight. That's a cool tune. That's one of my favorites. Never Lose Sight. We Are the Chosen. Rise Up, Defy. You know, those lyrics are great, man.
Yeah. That's Mike LePond's tune. Mm-hmm. His music. He's a tremendous bass player. And Mark, I told Mark for this record, every song there has to be a memorable chorus.
Right.
Every song. If you do not present a song to me that doesn't have a memorable chorus.
Right.
I have to be able to sing it again and again and again, and a crowd has to be able to sing it back at us again and again and again. And that's I think we did it, and that's why this record we're pushing this record.
Order of the Dragon. I wanted to ask you on that. It's Descend Before Dawn, Decimate its enemies, Spike Heads Upon Glory, Victory in the Name of God. It sounds like Denied by the Sword on the album. Is that it? But is it Denied by the Cross?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what it's not? It's Dracula.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Order of the Dragon.
Right.
Was, because a lot of people said, as soon as I heard Order of the Dragon, that's it. That's Dracula.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, that story. That story is intense.
It is intense.
Every
track is intense, man.
Yeah.
Maiden of Shadows. It kind of sounds. The beginning, is it Celtic or Irish? Kind of a Celtic Irish intro. Right? Celtic. Yeah. I get those mixed up sometimes.
They're very similar. I mean, it's from the same ancestral group.
Right.
Yeah. It's paying homage. I mean, I think Maiden of Shadows it's unbelievable. We're going to be doing that with the orchestra. For the first time, I'm going to take canned orchestration, because it's too good not to play it. It's
exactly.
Too good for people not to hear that loud.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I mean, the song, it's you're
going to blow people away, man. Live.
Got a YouTube play. I tell you. So we're fired up, man. I just hope the world stays in one piece.
I know. Oh my God, it's one thing after another, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark shines on a few of these tracks. One of them is "I Am the Sword." You can definitely hear him hitting the high notes on that tune.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
He delivers. The
delivers.
Guy does, and he's his own worst critic. Let me tell you something.
I know they always are.
Singers are nuts.
Yeah, it's true.
But they're nuts Mark is nuts in a good way. Mark is not. He's the only vice he has is pizza.
That's a good vice.
Yeah, he loves his pizza, boy. I've never seen anything like it. He's from Massachusetts, and he calls it Bizzard.
Oh yeah.
So you want to put a smile on his face.
Uh-huh.
We're going for dinner. What are we getting? He goes, "I'm taking you for pizza. How's that?" At the end of the show, and at the end of every shows, I send out for pizza for him.
Oh wow!
Just to congratulate him, because he works so fucking hard, and he's a great guy. I mean, he's pent up, boy. He's a fitness freak too. He's lifting, and pent up to get going, man. Boy, he is. After all this, it's just we're like caged beasts, like and not to be able to do what you love when you can do what you love.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very frustrating.
It sucks.
So
man, I interview a lot of guys, man. I just had Ian Anderson on from Jethro Tull, and got Graham Parker coming on.
Let me tell you something about that. Was one of the first. I saw their first U.S. concert at the film in New York City.
Right.
New York. I saw the first Jethro Tull concert, and they didn't have their equipment. Their equipment was still in a container ship or something like that. They had to borrow. They played on used borrowed equipment, and they were amazing. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I saw the first Jethro Tull U.S. show ever.
Wow. His new album's good, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's good.
the Zella Gene.
Yeah,
he's nice guy.
Yes.
Very intelligent, very serious. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite
from
track.
That old.
Go ahead.
Old.
Yeah. What were you going to say? I didn't catch it.
He comes from Ian's from that old school, like where the Rolling Stones, you know, those cats.
Yeah. My favorite tune on this album is the Blackest Heart. And it's because it should be a soundtrack for a movie. This one is it's a great tune, man.
Did you like the way it's like the phonograph
Yes,
sound?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
definitely a soundtrack for a movie.
We've definitely been listening to that record.
Oh, yeah.
And it's thank you for doing so,
sure.
Ray. I mean, I'm so glad you like it. It's one of those records that it'll be here forever. I mean, I'm you know, no matter what happened in the world, I mean, I could say those records are good, man. They're good.
Yeah. So, Undying could be a hit. You know, Undying could be a hit. And you guys finish off with Waking the Moon.
Waking the Moon.
Very cool intro on that.
Glory to the Slain.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. I think God Killer is the sleeper. I just something about that riff. I mean, I don't know.
Very cool guitar on that one. Great guitar work. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, it's all good. You know, we spent so much time on that record, and not so much long time, but so much concentrated time. You know, because we were on tour and we had to come off. We came off, and I think it was like September from the tour or something, and then we had AFM said, we have to have in order for your Euro tour, in order to have that release coincide for the next Euro tour, we have to have all the parts by January for the plant. So we went into freaking overdrive to produce the record, and you know, there's so much planning goes around, and you know, time frames and studio time, and you know, and then we got Sieb to mix the record, and I mean, everyone did their part. My friend Sosha, who's in Blood Feast, a band called Blood. He mixed it, recorded and mixed it, and he went to the wall. It was balls to the walls, flat out working to produce this record, and the artwork, and you know, to get everything right, and we did it. You know, we definitely. Did. I mean, it's you know, I think, you know, Testament had that same thing. They rushed to do a record too,
right,
and they're not doing a new record. They just added a song or something, or you know. But we're going to put out another lyric video.
Oh, good. Yeah, the video. You guys definitely need videos with these songs, man. I mean, it's, you know, videos with this music is incredible. Well,
we have Made in the Shadows, Denied by the Cross,
right?
Glory to the Slain.
Yeah.
And so we'll maybe two more before the tour starts.
That'd be awesome.
And you know who does it? Mark does it. Mark does lyric video. Yeah. Yeah, he's a really talented guy. He's got he wears many hats.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a very creative fellow. And you know, listen, we're ready to go.
You know, I want to mention that the album is also produced well and engineered well. And to me, I would think that'd be kind of tough to do metal and get that quality of sound. And this thing came out perfect.
Yeah, because you've been making records. I've been making records since 1975.
Yeah,
you know, time. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys that just record digitally with all these stuff, but I can't record digitally. I mean, some of it is digital, but I have to record with amps.
Right.
I have to record with volume. I have to hit the speakers hard. You know, so there's a great blend of old school and new school on the record.
Right.
And if you blend right, you get what we got, which was both worlds. You know, like Steve is a drummer. Steve is, he played those drums. He played those parts, and it wasn't a drum machine, and because most people use a drum machine, and it's bullshit.
It is bullshit. I agree with you.
I think it's false. You could hear it in 2 seconds, and that's not the way we work, and so, sampling this and doing that, some of it's good. Sometimes you have to do little things,
right?
And that's what the technology is just amazing. Mm-hmm. But this is real playing, real mixing. Our Steve Lieberman from Organ in Germany, that's the name of his band. An amazing. I think he's just as good as Andy Sneap from Judas Priest. Now, this, as far as I'm concerned, I think he's up there. His production is up there with Andy Sneap. Who's the second guitar player in Judas Priest when it should be KK, who played with my band at Bloodstock, by the way. And I brought KK Downing out of retirement. Yeah. And he played with the Ross the Boss band at Bloodstock.
Very cool.
And band. But, to get off the topic, I think the production is fantastic.
It's
really
astounding. It really is.
Right. Listen to it. Because usually after, that was my fourth solo record for AFM, the fourth Ross the Boss. And I could actually, I love listening to it. Like at night at the Cage, and I could blast it. I have these speakers, and I have a 10,000 square foot facility there, and it sounds amazing when I light into it. It's just, God damn it, man! I'm like, God, Jesus. It's usually you can hear something. I don't like the bass drums. Oh, I don't
exactly.
I don't like the cymbals. I don't like the guitar. I don't like the bass. I don't like the, the vocals sound too compressed, but I'm not getting any of that.
No. You can hear every instrument on the record, which is unusual because, you would think you'd hear vocals, guitar, but, and then of course the drums, but man, no one's muffled on this album.
No, you usually hear on most, I'm going to say it. I don't want to, usually hear on metal records, just double bass drum. It sounds like, like double bass drums,
right?
And then the guitar in the mid frequency,
right?
And and you're not, there's not much clarity,
right?
Or separation or anything like that. But on Born of Fire, you really can. I think you hear the band shines, song shines, singer shines, guitar player shines. So we're lyrics shine, and that's the most important thing. Again.
All right, Ross, you got to start your tour in Florida, man. I'm south of Tampa, so.
Florida's a very popular place to be now. Let me tell you.
It is. Everybody's moving here.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
The rents are through the roof. It's crazy. Yeah.
There's a reason why everyone's going to Florida.
Yep.
So we won't get into that.
I know.
It's great. It's great. Two of my friends just moved to Florida. Mike LaPone lives in Florida. His wife got a job at Disney.
Huh.
Yeah. And now Mike's living in Florida.
Wow. Brian Johnson lives about 20 minutes from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend Bill Hudson. He plays with Doro, and he's down there.
It's a cool place to be.
You bet. I'm jealous. Really?
Yeah, the beach is only 15, 20 minutes from me. Siesta Key.
F you. It's a beautiful. Listen, I love Florida. I love everybody.
Yeah. I was a top 40 DJ back in the late 70s. Okay.
Yeah.
The next big thing, the new Dictators song, that's a hit, dude. If it was back in the day, that would be on the radio in the top 10. I swear it.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow. We might have to redo it.
It's awesome. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It is a great tune.
Oh, thank you.
Are you guys going to do more, or what do you think?
Well, We're recording. We're recording.
Okay.
We have the Dictators. Our new drummer is Albert Bouchard, the original drummer of Belt. And we have Keith Roth on guitar.
Yep.
And Mr. Manitoba's out of the band now. We're not working with Mr. Manitoba, Handsome Dick. our old rhythm guitar player, Scott Kempner, he can't play anymore due to his he's got a bit of what his father died from, dementia.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's tragic. It's really tragic.
Very sad.
But, we're carrying on, and we're recording now. We have a lot of interest for new record deals. We put out a couple of singles. It's out YouTube. You can check them out. Let's get the band back together.
I think so.
Goddamn New York are the two singles we have out on video, and you can check them. Go check them out when we stop.
I love the Dictators. Oh man,
check out the new song. Check out the new songs, and we're working on new stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm recording tonight.
That Go Girl Crazy album, the cover is like one of the top covers that I always remember from back in the day.
Everyone said it helped. It started pretty much the first punk record. You know,
it did. So, you guys started in the early days. I guess
we were 1 year before the Ramones started.
That's right. You guys were around when you had the New York Dolls, I guess.
Yep.
Around the Stooges.
Yep.
Maybe television,
Yep. Even before TVs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys are pioneers.
So, all the Dictators are going strong, and so we'll see, but you can check out the new songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned Albert Bouchard. He was on the show. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Oh my God. What a talent. So great. He's so great. He's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was in a band with him called the Brain Surgeons.
Right.
We did a real great record called Denial of Death.
Yeah.
And, so Albert is tremendous. I just spoke to him yesterday. He's doing great.
Yeah. Good.
So, we're Dictators. The Dictators are the Dictators. And so we'll be out there, and we'll be out there rocking soon live. So
you guys had some incredible tunes. California Sun, Faster and Louder.
Yeah.
There's two cover tunes by kind of punkish bands that I always love. One was I Got You, Babe. You guys' version of that was fantastic. And then, of course, Walk On By the Stranglers. Those two always. Right. Yeah. You did a great version of I Got You, Babe. That was really easy. I like better than Sonny and Cher's.
Yes. Well, speaking of Stranglers, I did a song. I cut a solo for Die Krupps, the industrial metal band, the German industrial metal band.
Right.
And I did No More Heroes. I did a song. It's on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube, but it's pretty good. I did a great solo for Die Krupps. No More. Because the Dictators they couldn't believe that the Dictators did a whole tour with the Stranglers in '77.
Really?
Yeah, all over the UK when they were huge.
Yeah,
they were huge then, and it was an insane tour.
What a show!
And really good friends, Hugh Cornwell and Jean-Jacques, and so the guys from Die Krupps couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I said, by the way, I'm very good friends with them, and they couldn't believe it. So,
you know who you remind me of? You guys play different instruments, but just the fact that he's so dedicated to so many different bands. Carmine Appice.
Oh yeah, Carmine. I know.
You guys are very similar. Playing all these bands, and
he's a tremendous talent. He's an amazing guy. He really is.
Yeah, nice guy. Maybe you should work with Carmine. Do something with Carmine.
And his brother.
Yeah,
his brother.
Vinny. Yeah. Those guys are cool.
Great family, great people. Yes, sir.
I want to mention also Manowar, because YouTube explodes with all your Manowar stuff. Oh my God. The hits. Yeah. Warriors of the World United, the live, 71 million views.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yep. Yeah. I left. I was out of the band in '88, but it's still. It's a phenomenon. It's like it's the message of the band.
Yeah.
Be proud of yourself. You can. You can never give up. It's the message is universal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get over the early look of the band and the cheesy, some of the look was cheesy back then,
Mm-hmm.
but only the music survives. So
there's 2 tracks. I don't know who put this together, but Warriors of the World. They've got on Game of Thrones. They have
right,
which they did. I don't know who did it, but they did a great job. It just fits.
Yep.
And Call to Arms, that should be the song for Ukraine, man.
Yeah.
Right? It fits.
Yeah. I know, it does fit.
Yeah.
How about Hail and Kill from
That's right. It's perfect.
Yeah. I wrote that, yeah. So yeah, and that's I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how things, all tied together.
I got to mention too, Death Dealer, fuel injected suicide machine, and
yeah,
new EP. Well, is an EP out or just a video right now? The EP is out. Okay.
Yeah, we released it, and it's on Steel Cartel.
Okay.
Our label, and I mean, you can tell by the artwork how good it is, and great song, great video. It's all there. I mean. Constantly.
I haven't listened to it yet. Just the fuel injected video. That's
it'll blow your head off.
Yeah, good. Ross, here's a question I ask everybody. I get some very interesting answers.
Okay.
If you had a Field of Dreams wish, like the movie, to perform or collaborate with anyone from the past or present, who would that be?
Oh, that's some question, man. That is an unbelievable question. I would collaborate. I would have loved to collaborate with the 1971 version of Black Sabbath.
Nice.
The Into the Void.
Right.
That record. I mean, that's what the Black Sabbath really. I mean, of course, they changed music, and I think guys together were absolute genius. And if I could have snuck into the studio and played with them, it would have been.
Would you replace Tony or play with Tony?
Play with Tony.
Yeah.
He's irreplaceable.
Yeah.
I would also like to be on stage with B.B. King when he recorded live at the Regal. One of the greatest live blues record ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
very cool. Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah. And I had another fantasy playing with the Doors.
The Doors. Yeah.
Doors were my favorite groups too.
Yeah.
I think I Robbie Krieger and myself could have been really good compliments to each other.
Mm-hmm. I think as far as heavy metal, I mean, there's always a debate who was the first heavy metal band, but I go back to Black Sabbath, Steppenwolf, and maybe Grand Funk.
Grand Funk was a predecessor of heavy metal.
Yeah,
Mountain definitely was a predecessor.
Oh yeah,
Grand Funk, Steppenwolf. I mean, they coined the phrase "heavy metal thunder."
That's right.
Yeah, I mean they were the first one. Mars Cowling. And, they definitely, those are the roots of metal for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So what's next for Ross the Boss?
Well, as I said, what's next tonight? I'm recording with Dictator stuff.
Oh, good.
The next is tonight.
Right.
We're recording. And then getting ready to go on tour in Europe. We have 4 warm-up dates in the Northeast up here. Mm-hmm. We got Massachusetts, we got New Jersey, we got Brooklyn, New York, and Wilmington, Delaware. Mm-hmm. for warm-up shows, and then on the 19th we go to Europe.
Right.
And the first is the first show in Barcelona.
Oh, cool. I imagine you guys are huge over there in Europe,
36 shows.
Yeah. Especially like Amsterdam and,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
All those spots. Yep, we're going to hit them.
Do you guys ever play Ukraine?
No.
No?
I haven't played Ukraine, no.
Yeah.
But I played a lot of Eastern European countries.
Right.
Especially the Metal All-Stars tour. We did a lot of work there. We did a lot of...
I interviewed an artist yesterday from Russia. He was talking to me from Moscow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not in a very good mood.
No, he's not. He's from Georgia. He's a Georgian musician, but he lives in Moscow. His name is Nash Albert. Very good. He's a good, really talented guy. Yeah.
Yep.
He said the music scene in Russia is excellent.
Yep, it is. Now everyone's suffering. So.
Yeah. It's
an asshole.
I know. He is. Totally.
Yep.
I just want to say you can purchase Born of Fire, Ross the Boss right now. It's available at Amazon.com. You can also go on the website, www.rosstheboss.com, of course. You guys are on Facebook. Yep.
Ross-boss.com. And you can go to AFM, with our label in Germany, AFM Hamburg.
Okay.
And go and get their stuff. They have a lot of new records out, and get all my other records. And, that's the way to support bands now. You got to buy our shit.
Yeah.
Just got to buy it, folks. If you want music to stay around.
That's right.
I mean, we've been through trauma, and we're going to come out of it, but we need to be supported.
Hey, music will save the world. I still say so.
I agree.
It saved me, man.
Well,
really did.
My friend.
You're also on, Death Dealer. You have your official website, deathdealer.com, of course.
Yep.
The Dictators, you have your own website. I think it's the Dictators, NYC.com.
No, we're not NYC anymore.
No more? Okay.
No, the Dictators.
The Dictators, okay.
The Dictators is being ruled by Manitoba. And we're having a little problem with that, but it's okay.
All right.
It's the Dictators.
Excellent. And I want to thank Chipster PR for arranging this interview as well.
Yes, he's keeping me busy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've known Chip for a long time, man.
Yes, he's the man.
Yeah. Ross, thank you so much, man, for being on the show today. Get some rest. Take care of that other business. Have a great session tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we'll hook up again once you guys are on tour and finally out there.
Thank you for a great interview, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for supporting the band and all the bands that you support and all the artists that you support. Man, it's heartfelt, and you're the real deal, bro.
I appreciate that. It's my pleasure, man. God bless you.
God bless you too, sir.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.